Hello everyone, Jorge Pedret here, and in this video I'm going to be doing an experiment called singing from your bright principles. And before I go there, I wanted to lay out a little bit of uh, in a way a structure or a way that I can lead myself into the world of music to activate the throat, activate the sounds from the throat, and activate that flow from within, right? So it can be sometimes really difficult. I in my experience of from switching from okay switching from verbal reality, this like talking and logic and explanations, to a space of music and wonder and rhythm and melody and harmony. So yeah, in this video I want to give you a bit of some tools that help me go into that space. So the first tool that I want to share with you is the elements of music, which you probably already know. And these ones are, you have with these elements, if you have all of these elements in music, uh, it creates a like this sort of like cohesiveness to the music. And if these elements are present, then you have music. And music is a communication language. It's a way of communicating. It's its own language. It's a way of organizing sounds in a way that it creates an effect, or it creates something. It has a consequence, a very real consequence in the energetic field, right? So we have, on the index finger is the melody, which is one by one. Essentially, when I'm talking here, there is a melody. So there's the story that is being told, and how it's being told, and the ups and downs, the going into higher notes, and then going into deeper notes, and then the movement of that, the scales that go in between that. How is the story told? Is it a sad story? Is it a jolly story, a bright story? Is it an angry story? So each scale has different modalities to it. Then on the second part, so we have melody, harmony. Harmony is a combination of different notes together, and how different notes work together. So when you make a note and then you make another note, and how do they work together? How do they sound? What is the quality of their sound? It can be harmonious, it can be bright, it can be sad, it can be tense. There is a tension, or they call them diminished or augmented, seventh, all of these terminologies. But essentially, there is a quality of the sound when you combine three or more notes together. Then the third element, we have rhythm. So this one is a rhythm: cycles, repetition, consistency, on and off. Yeah, this like turning on of like what is the beat and the cycle. So that is the this part. And essentially this is also the backbone. So this is in a way like what, if you're dancing to it, this is what you're dancing to the rhythm. And the fourth element is silence, which is a very key element to understanding the pace, and the moments when there is too much, or when there is not enough, or when there is called for a pause, which creates a tension. And when there is a pause, that it allows the listener, it allows this space to absorb some of the sounds that have been already been made. So essentially, if you notice, silence is everywhere. It's in between the pauses, in between the each word that I'm saying. It's yeah, it's at the beginning and at the end too of the sound of the song. And the last element is tom. It's not a special element, and it is not a technical one. And it is essentially the feeling that you put to create the music. Is love. So you got love as a principle that is creating and giving life to this, how else will this be possible? What else could come up with something like this? This is love. Love is imbued in the music. So with those five elements, now you can essentially have that close to you, because this is in your hands. Music is in your hands. And it's right there. You can lean into those, into each one of these elements and practice them. So having this map in mind, now you have your bright principles. For today, I'm gonna do the bright principles. I'm gonna choose three bright principles, and essentially I'm gonna sing from those three bright principles. And essentially it's going into first position and creating a space where those bright principles are alive, and then allowing your creativity to jump into this space. And for this, I'm gonna make it in a separate video. Thank you for watching, and I hope this helps you tuning in into your voice. So from these five elements, then you can essentially paint a doorway of what of entering into singing, entering into the music world, and look inside there. And you're gonna be essentially shifting, entering into a reality that is separate from the reality of verbal logic and reason. Essentially, you're entering, and then you boom, 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 rhythm. You got rhythm, boom, boom, and then you can go in between one side and the other and start testing. Down, down, dee, dum, 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 dip, down, dip, down, dip, down, dip, down, dum, dip, down, dum, yeah. Esta mañana me fui a caminar y me fui a agarrar el bus, pero me paró un pájaro negro que me dijo, se te olvidó el desayuno, y ahora qué vas a comer, darabibim, direpapapem. Then you can go in and out of that world of music, verbal reality, sound reality. And one huge distinction that you can get for this is that it's a distinction from music in mainstream culture, music in modern culture, and music in archaeological culture. It's very different things. In mainstream culture, music is there as a form of entertainment, and essentially it's so popular to hear things like, I like this music, or I don't like this music. And then that's what makes the music good. If people like the music, then it's good music. If don't like the music, it's bad music. And essentially the distinction is that music is not really something to be liked or disliked. Music is a reminder of the divine music that is imbued in everything, that is integrated in everything, even in your being, in the cycles of the sun and the light and the moon, in the cycles of nature, the cycles of the seasons, in the cycles of life and death, in the cycles of even orgasm, and it is everywhere, like in the sounds of the birds, in the sounds of the earth. It's all imbued in there. So when you're able to tuning into this, you don't have to like or dislike something anymore. You can hear that beep from that truck that is backing up out there, and you can find a rhythm, really like allow that to be part of the music of the world, part of the music of life. Thank you for listening, and I hope this helps you with finding your voice and discovering your voice and becoming a singer and becoming music. Bye for now.